Welcome to the power ranking of every VCT team after stage 1. Now, here's how this is going to work. Of course, we haven't seen Masters Toronto just yet. We have seen all of these teams play a decent amount of games. Some of them are going to make a lot of changes. I don't care if they do. I'm joined by my Twitch and YouTube chat. There they are again. The easiest way of doing it is actually to just start with what my Masters Toronto power rankings was. Now, off the top of my head, I can't think exactly what it was, but I know that G2 were first. Fnatic might have been second. Heretics would have been up there, I think. I think I had Sen fairly high. RRQ, Gen G. Who else is in Masters Toronto? XLG. Wolves. OBLG. I'm missing MIBR. Liquid. So these are the teams going to Masters Toronto. How many of those teams do you think are S tier teams? I think certainly the top 3 are, and I think Sentinels are a maybe. Are they the only S tier teams? I think maybe that's fair, honestly. So we're saying like these are tournament favorites, you would say. Definitely these 3, and then I think we should include Sen, to be honest, as well. And then the rest of these are A tier. How would I order these? Actually, I kind of like what I've done. Yeah, I think let's stick with this for now. I kind of like the way this looks right now, to be honest. Fairly reasonable. I know some Paper X fans will be screaming that they should be in the S tier, but how about don't come third in your region? I will move Paper X above MIBR. I'll put all the 3 Pacific teams right next to each other. Again, is it easier to go just by region? I think it might be easier to honestly pick out teams that we think could have gone. So like, who are some of the teams that didn't go, right? So like next would be like your, I'm going to put them in B tier for now, but they could end up in A tier. Your EDGs, your DRXs, your BBLs. I mean, EG came 4th. Well, let's actually start with this. Do any of these teams, do they deserve to be above any of these teams? Because Wolves are last, I'm going to say no. However, I do think that DRX and BBL and probably EDG are all teams that very easily could have made it to this international. We're pretty close, and I think I would personally put them in the same tier as, you know, some of these bottom teams who did make it. Okay, I think I'm actually pretty happy with this. This is actually a decent way to start because we kind of sorted out the top of the list straight away. Now we get probably a big glut of B tier teams. So now let's just go through the regions. Who is B tier from Americas? 100 Thieves, Cloud9, Crew. Again, if we're going off what we've seen, I don't think we can include NRG. I think those 4 would be B tier Americas teams. Going into China, I mean, I hate DRG. Some of you are going to say DRG, and I hate them. Probably Nova and Trace. I think from EMEA, you can put Foot. What the hell are we doing with Vitality? I think we could probably put Navi in there. And what do we do with Calming Core? What do we do with Calming Core? I'll put Calming Core in B, I think. And then, well, what do we do with Vitality? What are Vitality? Washed. Who am I putting in B here? I guess I'm putting Boom in B, T1 in B, Talon probably are a B tier team, Nongshim probably as well. C tier teams, this is where you're probably getting Lev, NRG, and maybe Loud, even though they didn't win a single game. This is where you get your DRG, this is where you get FPX. We'll order these in a second. Tech, this is where you get Vitality. Our mates D tier. Tell me that you think Trace would be NRG. Would Trace from stage 1 be NRG from stage 1? Maybe not. C tier. Mates won 1 game. They did beat Team Liquid though. F it, you can go in the D tier. I guess Zeta are a C tier. And then, so am I saying there's a very small C tier and a big D tier? Maybe we'll have to take a look at this, but let's put them all in here for now. Once we've reordered them, that's when we can see if maybe the top of D tier should be in C, you know, that kind of thing. Let's start with the A tier. If we're happy there's only 4 S tier teams. When it comes to the A tier, like, are DRX better than Wolves? Maybe. Are they better than BLG? No. Maybe I'll do that for the A tier. Who would I take, DRX or BBL? I guess I'd maybe slightly lean DRX. But yeah, I think that's probably the A tier. Now B tier. Who is the best team of these? I mean, you want Trace down there, so let's put Trace at the bottom. Historically, it's probably like Foot are probably up here. Who's the best of the 4 Americas team? I mean, this is an interesting question because Crew dominated the regular season. Cloud9 are regular season merchants. EG went on the playoff run. Who do I think is the best team out of those 4? You think it's EG? I mean, EG did beat some of these teams. They did beat Crew and Cloud9, didn't they? I think 100 Thieves might be last out of those 4. I might go EG, Cloud9, Crew, 100 Thieves. On Navi, better than 100 Thieves. I think that's pretty close. I might put them next to each other. On Nova, better than them. No. A Calming Call better than 100 Thieves. In fact, I might put Navi just here. I think overall they probably are. Boom. Another interesting team. I'd take Boom over EG. And then we got T1. Bruh. Where do I put T1 on this list? T1 I don't think are very good though. They did win a Masters though. You're just an EG hater? I just don't think EG... I'm gonna move EG down. I'll put Boom there. No, you all love EG. They won a couple games by just playing slow, man. By just walking around and their opponents getting bored. Like, bruh. They played Phoenix on Pearl and went mid every round, bruh. Lower C9? Oh, fine, I'll put EG here. But I just don't... I personally just don't believe it, but fine. Fine. You all love EG. You all love the slowest, most boring Valorant of all time. What the hell do I do with T1? I'm happy for Nongshim to sit here next to Trace. Talon and T1 probably need to go up. Where would you put T1? I think Talon should be probably like in the middle of this. Somewhere like here. Below 100 Thieves, above Nova, so you're barely moving them. I would take Talon over T1, so let's start with that, yeah. I guess I somewhat like the look of this. It's okay, I suppose. Okay, moving on to this small C tier. You know what, fine. We can have Trace in here. Maybe I should try and make it all one line. Maybe Nongshim should come down as well. Oh no, it will fit perfectly. Yes, we can do one line. It'll all fit perfectly. Okay, Nongshim, Trace, you have to come into the C tier. And whoever is top of D is moving up. Okay, how would I rate these? These two have to be top. NRG beat Lev, so NRG have to be probably towards the top of this. Loud need to be towards the bottom of this. DRG, unfortunately, have to be near the top of this. Tech are probably slightly better than FPX overall. Are Vitality better than Lev? I mean, they're better than DRG. Let's put them there. Let's put them next to NRG. Let's call this the naughty corner. Zeta above Loud, above FPX, above Lev? Probably above Tech. Okay. This is shaping up. It's shaping up into a real thing. NRG do beat Trace, you're right. And now whoever ends up top of this D tier is going up there. Who is the worst team? AG have to be down there. I think Furia have to be down there. Apex have to be down there. Then it's tough. Ones who aren't down there, I'd say Mates, Secret are probably up here. JDG are probably somewhere up there. 2G are more down. Giants are probably up here. Koi in the middle. Global probably further up than that. I'm looking at Giants. I think when Giants made their roster changes in Stage 1, I think that that's going to promote them to here. I think Giants are my team that's getting promoted right here. I think Mates top of D tier. I can live with that. Look at how neat this is. Loud went 0-5. Yes, they did, but they should have won a lot of games. So neat and tidy, and I think honestly I've nailed this. I don't think you can do better than this, to be honest. He doesn't want Sen fans in the comments. The thing, this all annoys Sen fans. The thing about Sen is, they're a good team. They're a very boring team, I think. They're like DRX. That's what they are. Sen are the new DRX. They're going to make every international. They're going to do pretty good in those internationals. Probably not going to win it.